Asparagus is one of our favorite vegetables and often a sign that spring is here as those fresh shoots start coming up out of the ground. Now, if you're familiar with asparagus in the grocery store and you haven't tried asparagus straight out of the garden, I would encourage you to plant it. Now is a great time to start planting your asparagus, but be aware that you're not going to be able to harvest a good crop of asparagus for a few years. So kind of like when you start a new landscape, you want to plant the trees first. When you start a new vegetable garden, you want to plant your asparagus first. It is a perennial and it needs some time to get established in order to harvest from it. Now, a lot of times when you buy asparagus, what you're going to be buying is something called a crown. And you can see here we've got a few that we've been soaking in water. When you get them, you want to soak them in water for about 20 minutes just to kind of revive those roots and get them moist before they go into the soil. You can see this is a crown and it's got a lot of spidery-like roots coming off of it. And at the base here, you can see this has got some new shoots coming. Now we're going to plant these into the ground and we're going to dig a hole that's about 6 to 8 inches deep. When you do this, you can, if you're in a garden that's got some good soil, you can just kind of dig a trench if you want. We're going to plant about 3 crowns along this end of the vegetable bed. Now when you're planting, you want to make sure to plant your asparagus a little bit out of the way because, as I said, these are perennial, and so while you harvest the shoots early in the springtime, you're going to allow those ferns to continue to grow throughout the summertime, so you don't want them to interfere with the rest of your vegetable garden. I've got my holes dug here and they're about 18 inches apart between in the row, and in between 2 rows you're going to want about 3 to 4 feet. Now when we plant these, we're going to plant them about 6 to 8 inches deep. I kind of like to spread out the roots a little bit to get them established and have those roots really going out so that they're ready to get out and get those nutrients. And we're just going to then backfill and cover up that plant. Don't worry too much if it's already sprouting. That sprout will find its way up. Now you can see I'm not completely backfilling it. I'm only going to backfill it with about 3 inches of soil for now. As I see those shoots start to come up more, I'll put another 3 inches of soil on top of that. And that just allows for it to grow as I'm filling it in, almost sort of like what you would do with potatoes. Now this variety is called Mary Washington, and you'll often find Mary and Martha Washington as pretty common varieties that you'll find. Now asparagus are dioecious, and dioecious means that there are female and male plants. Now, a lot of people will say that the males are better producers and they produce a thicker stalk. And the other thing about males is that you tend to not have the berries because female plants produce the berries. So you might take a look at yours when you start seeing them come up. If they've got those red berries, then you know you have a female cultivar. There are several cultivars that have been bred just to be male plants. A lot of those have the name Jersey in them, Jersey Night and things like that. And that's because Rutgers has done a lot of development with those. So if you're looking for a male plant, you might look at one that's got the name Jersey in it. So at this point, we've got ours planted. Now the thing is as I said, this is a perennial vegetable. It's a long-term plant. You're going to get about 15 to 20 years of production out of this, but it's going to take some time. So on the second year, because these are 1-year-old plants that we're planting today, so next year we'll be able to harvest maybe 2 or 3 sprouts per plant, but you don't want to harvest all the sprouts that are coming up because it's still really trying to establish itself as a plant. So be modest when you're harvesting them, and you'll harvest those as soon as they come up. After you start to see that sprout sort of unfurl a little bit and you start to see some of that foliage, you don't want to harvest it anymore at that point. The third year, you can harvest as many of those sprouts as you want. Again, after those leaves start to unfurl, you don't want to harvest those sprouts anymore. Let it go to fern. And that's where that plant is going to photosynthesize, really develop those carbohydrates that makes this root system stronger for another 15 years. For more information, check out this fact sheet.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.